Krista, first question for you. Actually, you can just go ahead and start by talking a little bit about your new role here.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to thank you and the staff for putting on our first, I guess, inaugural media day. I think we'll just be able to grow on this, and it's a great event. So I was appointed interim athletic director on September 11th. I'll always remember that day. I have been working in Yellow Jacket Athletics for 10 years now. I started as development and marketing director, and just kind of worked my way up through, became NCAA compliance coordinator, senior women administrator, and so now it was, with those roles, it was kind of an easy transition into the interim athletic director position, which I will hold through June 30th of next year.
Krista, we had a question here online. Frank in Portland, do you think being a former athlete here will help in this new role?
Oh, absolutely. I think my experiences as a student athlete helped me relate, to the student athletes and what the grind they go through day in and day out. I loved my experience as a student athlete, and I want to see our student athletes have positive experiences as well. So I hope that I can, from my experiences, I hope that I can mentor our student athletes and our coaches to have positive experiences just as I did.
Lisa and Butte, do you have any plans on making any big changes in your interim role?
That's a good question. I definitely have a lot of ideas. Whether many things will change in this interim period, big changes take time. So I'd be lying if I said if I wouldn't start putting the bug in some ears on a few things that I have ideas on. But this interim period really is a time to provide a smooth transition for the coaches, the student athletes, and just keep rolling with Yellow Jacket Athletics. But yeah, I mean there'll be some ideas, maybe some small things could change, but big things we'll just see. Time will tell on those. So.
And what excites you most about this new role?
Well, I love Yellow Jacket Athletics. Obviously, I'm a former student athlete. I graduated from this university. I love this university. What excites me most is the experiences and the opportunities that we provide for young people through sport. And I'm so passionate about that. There's a lot of young people that might not have an opportunity to get a college education if it wasn't for their sport. And I just think that is an amazing thing for us as coaches and administrators to help foster. So I'm excited to work with student athletes and help them get the ultimate goal, which is their college education.
A question, how can people donate to athletics? And from a former athlete here, what does it mean for that kind of support?
That's a great question. There are many ways that people can get involved. We have our booster club, which is called our Yellow Jacket Athletic Association. Each sport has their own section of the booster club, and that is run through Brent Montague, our development director. So they can get online and find that information on our website. So that's a big one. We have two big events each year. Actually, the dinner auction, our scholarship dinner auction, raises money strictly for student athlete scholarships, and that is Friday, October 26th. And to get involved with that, you can buy a table, you can buy a ticket, you can donate an item for us to auction off. That's a big one. And then, there's a lot of different things that our different teams run fundraisers that they might be out there contacting people. You can donate through the MSUB Foundation. Obviously, we work very closely through them, and that's a good way as well. And that can all be found online. And what that means to us is, it means a lot, because we have to raise about 50% of our operating budget each year. We only get so many state allocated dollars, and the rest, our coaches and our staff work hard at raising money through camps, dinner auctions, booster clubs. We're always trying to come up with new ideas. Golf tournament, we have a golf tournament in the spring that people can get involved with. So it means a lot. Those donations coming in directly help our student athletes.
Events like Midnight Madness and Dig Pink coming up this Saturday for volleyball. Any other promotional things that that are coming up, and how great are those things to be part of?
Yeah, well, those are the two big ones on the horizon, obviously. Our women's basketball also has a pink event that they will do in the spring, so that's a big. Those events are important because we really want to teach our student athletes about giving back, giving something back to the community, and that this experience is bigger than them. And so that's important for our coaches and for us to, help them realize that they need to give back to their community. So those two events we're focusing on those right now, Midnight Madness and the pink event for volleyball. And then just stay tuned on the website. We'll have all of our different promotions and events will either be on a splash page or within our website. So you can keep up to date with our website on those.
And last question, talk a little bit about the relationships that the athletics and academics here have and how the student athletes are doing in the classroom right now.
That's a good question. I believe we have a really good relationship with the different constituents on our campus. From housing, you heard from Jeff earlier, advising, financial aid, you name it, any department on this campus we touch. Obviously our student athletes are students first, so they go through those same offices as any student would. So we have a really good working relationship. I believe the communication goes both ways, and we try to do a good job of communicating with those, and they do the same with us. So and as far as academics go, our cumulative GPA for all of our student athletes, which is right about 300 student athletes now, is a 3.1, right around a 3.1. So we are doing well in the classroom. Our women's sports, so all of our women's sports last year won the GNAC Academic Award for the conference. So we're very serious about academics, and we want to keep that going.
Krista, any closing comments or goals for the year?
Well, I just it is my hope that I can help our coaches and our student athletes continue success on and off the playing fields. And obviously goals. We let our coaches determine goals and what success is for each of their program. But I know our coaches want to win conference championships. They want to make it to the NCAA tournament. I think those are big goals for all of our teams. And I just want to help foster that and help our teams just do the best they can on and off the playing field, as I said.
Well, thank you, Krista, for taking the time this morning.
Thank you. Thanks for everyone for being here, too.